Bottom of the ocean, I'm at the bottom of the sea. Bad.
All right, you got me now? All right. Sorry, everybody. That just made me dizzy looking at it. Okay, welcome to MLB DFS Pre-Lock Live for Friday night, August 20th. We got a huge slate for tonight with 15 games, a lot going on. But welcome, everybody. YourFearlessChoice.com. I'm running solo tonight, so we should be out of here quick, probably 25, 30 minutes. I'm going to give you all your top cash plays, top pitching, and so on. But first of all, YourFearlessChoice.com. We're a newer site. We got a college football special going on right now. $50 for the first 2 months, or that's $25 a month for new subscribers for college football, which actually starts next Saturday. So that's actually a week from today, or a week and a wake up. We have a 3-game slate. We call that week 0 on college football. But it's exciting. We have so much going on. We actually had a show last night. We had an SEC preview for college football. Monday night, me and Walter Waddell will be doing a Pac-12 preview. And that'll be it for our previews. And then we're ready for some DFS college football starting on Saturday. But beside that, though, NFL starting. So sign up now. Everything is included at one price of $25 a month the first 2 months. All sports, small sports, and niche sports are our specialty, but we still do the big ones like NFL and MLB as our flagships, and so on. What we got going on tonight? NFL tonight. We got NFL preseason. We pretty much have crushed all preseason. I know I've cashed almost, I think, every slate. We have NFL tonight, 8 p.m. Tomorrow, there's 8 games. The main slate starting at 7 p.m. I know there's some games earlier, but if you hook up with us tomorrow, we're going to have all kinds of content for NFL, especially WNBA. WNBA now is crushing with Walter Waddell, our small sports guy. Tomorrow's a 2-gamer at 12 p.m. Eastern, I believe. He crushed Summer League NBA, still rolling with WNBA, so we'll see that. MMA tomorrow night. Soccer, EPL, of course, Saturday morning EPL with our man Adam B12. He'll have a breakdown for that. And then, of course, Canadian football. We do Canadian football preview every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We still have games tonight. Actually, I have a showdown lineup for tonight. And then there's also games tomorrow. So this is the best part of the year right now, middle of August. So much going on. But it's still all about MLB baseball. And let's get right to it. 15 games. And weather. We'll start with weather. This is one of them sites where it's weird. It's Friday, all these games. It's not any crazy weather right now. The only weather I see is in New York in the Yankee game with a few spotty showers. And this is coming from Kevin Roth from Rotor Grinders. But that's the only thing where I even have a yellow tag. Everything else is green, so I wouldn't even worry about it. So there's nothing that's going to worry about for pitching. No postponements we got to worry about. No delays. So weather out of the way. Vegas right now, so it's a 14-game slate. Looking at Vegas, the highest implied, of course, it's a core slate. The Rockies have the highest implied at 6.8. They've jumped. They opened up at 6.5. They're now 6.8. So we have 4 teams over 6 total runs implied. The Rockies at 6.8. The Yankees 6.5. They're playing Minnesota. Very tilting team. I'm a Yankee fan. I watch every game, but they tilt the shit out of me. And they're playing the king of all tilts, the Twins. But they're 6.5. Open at 6.3. Then we have the Braves, one of my favorite teams tonight, at 6.2. And then Toronto at 6-1. Beside that, everybody else is below 6. Everybody else below 6 runs. On the money line, we have 6 teams over minus 200. The biggest favorite is Boston. In Fenway against Texas, the minus 292. They've actually dropped though. They opened up at 318, but now they're 292. Still a big spread. Toronto minus 270. The Braves minus 250. Dodgers minus 246 going up against Carlos Carrasco, who got shit canned by them on Sunday Night Baseball on Sunday. Right back at him on a Friday night. 246. Then we have the Yankees minus 210. And so there's a bunch of big favorites tonight also. So for run scoring, stacks, and all that, we want to be looking at the Rockies, the Yankees, Braves, Toronto. I wrote up my top plays article this morning. And of course, if it's a quarter slate, I don't usually put in the cores. I mean, it's just kind of dumbness. We all know you can run cores, Rockies or D-backs, but for other stacks I liked I like the Indians tonight. I think they're a sneaky stack going up against Baraya and the Angels, and I also like the Braves. They're one of my favorites, and I like the Blue Jays also. So there's a bunch going on here. That's our stacks. That's our Vegas, and let's get into our pitching. You guys are watching on YouTube. Any questions, any comments, just throw them in the YouTube chat. I'll try to answer them as I'm talking here, or admin will answer them. But let's get right to pitching right now. Our cheat sheet has been updated. So if you're a premium member, pull up the cheat sheet. I'm going to pretty much be referring to the cheat sheet as we're going around the bases and through pitching. And it was updated 5 minutes ago. So this is the latest. And I think our projected ownership is pretty much probably the best in the industry. We take everything together, put it all together in one. And right now on DraftKings, the highest owned projected pitcher right now is Sonny Gray at 35%. I'm not a Sonny Gray guy, but he's sitting there at 35%. Three pitchers around the same. Actually, the 3 pitchers are the same. Sonny Gray's 35, Chris Sale 35, and Robbie Ray 34.8, so 35. So all 3 of those guys, you pretty much got to pick 2 of them. So I kind of agree with that. On FanDuel, the highest projected ownership on a pitcher right now is still Sonny Gray at 22%. My opinions, who I'm going to run today right now, I'm going to run 2 of those 3 guys, but to me, I'm definitely running Sonny Gray, but Sonny Gray is going to be GBP for me. My main GBP is probably going to be Sonny Gray. So let's get our boy out of the way. I mean, I've watched him a lot as a Yankee. I used to be a Sonny Gray fan. I've just seen just so much of Gray with his he's so erratic. But I think he is probably the most mispriced pitcher in the slate. He's 8.4. He's been throwing better, but he still gives you heartburn. 4.47 ERA, 3.44 xFIP, 28.5 strikeout rate through 18 starts. Not bad. The problem is his consistency. So I just can't. To me, Sonny Gray is a great GPP pitcher. He could win you a GPP, but he could also hurt you also. So to me, he's a GPP play. Gets a great match against the Marlins, but we have seen the Marlins. I think it was last Friday night. I actually pitched against the Marlins. I think it was the Cubs game. With Alze going up against Luzardo, but the Marlins still scare me. But they can also lay down 28.5% team strikeout rate over the last 2 weeks. Gray now, he's now a favorite. He's a minus 183. He opened up at a minus 200. So he's still a big favorite. But you want to run him in cash. He's seen ownership. Definitely run him. To me, he's a top GBP play. A lot of people are preferring Max Fried. Also as a 4th play. I do like Max Fried, especially in GBPs. To me, Freed's actually pitching better than Gray over the last month or two. So getting to me, my two favorite pitchers tonight. If I actually like Chris Sale and Robbie Ray. I watched Chris Sale in his first start. I watched that game closely. He, now, especially being a Yankee fan though, but Chris Sale totally impressed me. Sale looked like a stud in that game. He, to me, it was an understatement to say he looked good in his first start. Because it was against the Orioles though, but he made it through 5 innings, 89, 90 pitches. But he also struck out 8 Orioles. He did give up a bomb or two. I think one was to Mancini. But he's coming at 9.7 on DK. I don't love that price. He's actually more expensive on FanDuel at 10.7. But I still think, to me, Chris Sale is a stud. Sonny Gray is nowhere near Chris Sale's ability, and we've seen Chris Sale's back. Going up against the Rangers, who I think is a better matchup than actually the Orioles were last weekend. They ranked 30th right now in Team WOBA, 283 against left-handers, and they ranked against left-handers the world in score since the All-Star break. So to me, it's all about Chris Sale tonight. I do know there's a lot of rumors going on. He's on a pitch count, but he only threw 89 pitches last week and did well. If we can get 80, 90 pitches out of Chris Sale, I know he's expensive though, I'll take it against the Rangers. The other, it's between Walker Buehler and Robbie Ray. I mean, Bueller's 10.5. Probably one of my main cats. I'm probably going to end up running Ray. But let me just get Buehler out of the way. I think Bueller's having a great year. I think he's probably sitting atop for the Cy Young. He's been good all season. Second half, he's been really good. He's actually averaged almost 7 start. Second, he's holding opponents to 2 or fewer earned runs in all 6 starts since the All-Star break. And he's also got over 30% K rate since the All-Star break. And now he's getting a Mets team that's just struggled score runs all month. 78 team WRC plus. And the problem is the only problem I guess with Buehler is his price at 10.5. So, but to me, Buehler is still a cash play, even though our projections for ownership are only showing him at 13%. So he's more of a sneaky play, more of a GBP play probably, but you want to run him in cash. I'd have no problem running Walker Buehler in cash. But right now, I'm probably going to run Robbie Ray. I've been a Ray fan all year. What's Ray's 9,900? So we're talking a little bit of a price difference from Buehler. But I mean, the problem is the tires are hitting lefties in August. I mean, 188 WRCP, 448 WOBA against Southpaws. But they're also striking out at a 25.7% clip. And this is where Robbie Ray definitely comes into play. Robbie Ray's a strikeout pitcher. He's going to give up a couple runs, but he also may give us 10 to 12 strikeouts tonight. He struck out at least 8 batters in 8 of his 14 starts. So most people are going to say, yeah, that's it's a high risk, high reward kind of play, GBP. But I think here's a guy with 2.88 ERA, 105 WHIP, 30.3 strikeout rate. To me, that's a cash play. So I'm probably running Ray. If not, it's going to be Buehler, but as my SP1. But I'm going to run one of them. It'll probably be. I'm leaning Ray right now, but I'd have no problem with Buehler if I could get away with it with the pricing. But right now, I'm looking at Robbie Ray and Chris Sale as my top 2 pitchers in cash. But of course, things could change the next hour. All right, and then I'm gonna get Sonny Gray and some stuff that's gonna be GBPs, especially my main GBP. Any other pitch looking at here? I said I like Max Fried. I mean, he's definitely been trending up. To me, he's a great GBP play. Austin Jomber, he's cheap, and I wouldn't use a guy like him in cores, but he's probably the cheapest SP we can use on DK, and he's so cheap where we can get some good stacks in. So GBP only, but Jomber could actually get some good points here. And On FanDuel, let me see. It's probably going to be about Sale or cheat sheet is pointing us towards Sonny Gray at 8-3. Yeah, I guess I agree with that 8-3. That's $2,400 cheaper than Sale. So FanDuel, I guess you can run Gray, but you can pretty much run Sale, Robbie Ray, Blake Snell, or Gray. One other name, yeah, I didn't mention is Blake Snell, and I wasn't on Blake Snell at all. And now after I just actually the Phillies lineup just popped up on me because when I actually started to go on here, I didn't have the Phillies lineup in front of me. So after looking at this Phillies lineup, all of a sudden Blake Snell is definitely in play for cash. Where did Phillies go? This is a team. No Rhys Hoskins. If Rhys Hoskins was playing, I would definitely go off Snell because Hoskins rocks lefties like Snell. But when you got Jorge Bonifacio back, batting sixth, Ronald Torres batting seventh, Luke Williams batting eighth, NL Park, Matt Moore batting ninth. Not a good Phillies lineup. You get through Real Muto. Real Muto is not himself this year. He's not the JT Real Muto we all know. You get through Harper and Kutch. Kutch is hitting lefties. He definitely is. You can roll with Blake Snell. I mean, Alec Bohm's got some pop. It doesn't scare me. So after looking at the lineup, you do got to pay attention to Blake Snell, $8,000. He had that rough first half of the season, but he's definitely turned things around. So let me see. He's allowed 2 earned runs or less, and his 6 was past 8 starts, 25 strikeouts over his last 17 innings, and he gets his Philly lineup. So, not to confuse people, and you may see when our cheat sheet gets updated. Right now, Snell's looking at 24% ownership. We may see Blake Snell in the 30s. So, you can go some way. Of course, with Slate, you can definitely read for cash. It's going to be either Sale, Ray, or Snell. Sale, Ray, or Snell now. What I'm looking at Sonny Gray as GBP. Lucas Giolito, GBP, play only. And I guess because of Walker Buehler was that price, I'm probably going to drop Buehler to GBP only. That's the way I see it. All right. Once again, so we're gonna go around the bases quick. You guys have any questions? Throw them in the chat, and we will answer quick. You guys are very quiet tonight. There's no questions in there. But let's start. Let's go right on bases and look at. I'm going to look at our cheat sheet and see, especially with ownership projection wise, and looking at catcher. So I seen Alejandro Kirk is popping 15%. So I didn't see the Blue Jays line for some reason. I didn't before we on, and Kirk's batting sixth. We all know about Kirk's power. We've seen him hit 2 or 3 home runs in a game. He's going up against the lefty Tyler Alexander, who's a bad lefty right now. So Kirk at 3-1, and I guess I do agree that Kirk is probably the top catch and play the slate point per dollar wise. Yeah, it'd be Alejandro Kirk because you can get him at that cheap price. We know he's got pop. So that's why I'd probably be running cash, but he's going to catch ownership. He's 3,100 though. He should be in the twos. But here's a guy 371 WOBA, 308 batting average against lefties, and Tyler Alexander is allowing a 220 ISO, 363 WOBA, and 298 batting average to righty bats. So Kirk's probably your favorite play for cash. Definitely Will Smith's in play. Is a Dodger lineup out yet? Is Will Smith playing? If Will Smith plays, he's in play. He crushed Carrasco on Sunday night. He crushed the Mets net series. He had home runs in 3 of his last 4 games against the Mets, including that rig fest against Carrasco. Smith is probably a top projected point person on the slate. Carson Kelly. So he is batting cleanup. Carson Kelly batting cleanup at 4-5. In cores, we all know Kelly crushes lefties. Great spot. Hitting 344 of his last 10 games. 303 ISO, 470 WOBA against lefties. Carson Kelly, good spot. And then another punt I liked is for the Reds, Tucker Barnhart. Even though it's left down. Oh, wait. Wait, I thought Barnhart's lefty on lefty, but no, he's going up. It's Elizar Hernandez, so that's lefty and righty. So Barnhart is also in play at 2-6. So Barnhart's probably your punt. Then you got Kurt for Toronto, kind of mid-range value, and then Kelly or Will Smith. In the day, if money didn't mean anything, it'd be Will Smith. That's catcher. But you're going to see most of you guys running Kirk in cash probably. Did Mitch Garver, I guess, in play also for Twins? Batting cleanup today against Cortez? Yeah. So Mitch Garver at 3.9 is also play. I would consider him a mid-range play at 3.9, but he's in play also. I actually may have him on my top GBPs. All right, first base. Looking at our projections, our cheat sheet, and I know our cheat sheet has been dead on, especially on FanDuel. Most of our guys that play FanDuel are crushing it. I'm seeing it in the winning lineups room. So, I mean, both FanDuel and DK, but I definitely know FanDuel is crushing the cheat sheet. Okay, first base. Vlad is, I mean, your top overall play is always Vlad right now. He does hit righties better, but he gets a solid matchup with Tao Alexander. Freddie Freeman at 5.5, awesome play. He's on fire right now. He's hitting 351 over his last 20 games, 415 WOBA, 161 WRC plus, 4 double-digit fantasy points over his last 5. He's got 3 home runs in his last 4. So Vlad, Freddie, then you got put CJ Cron in that category also at 4.9. All 3 of those guys are definitely in play. Cron is actually crushing in August. He's hit 408 in August. 7 home runs, 25 ribbies. He's home at Coors with a lefty versus righty split against Tyler Gilbert. And he's got 5. His last 6 games double digit. It's pretty much a coin toss, all those guys. I'm probably going to play in Luke Voigt. Rizzo is out of the lineup tonight. And then you got Luke Voigt sitting there at 3.4. He's getting hot. Now he's got hits in 5 straight. Terrible start to the season. Injuries, wasn't hitting. But now hits in 5 straight, including 2 runs, 7 RBIs. If you're not a Voigt guy and you're still worried about the way you started the season, you can also roll to Lourdes Gurriel at 3.3, only $100 cheaper than Voigt. And Gurriel's batting 5th tonight. He's batting 5th behind T.O. So this is where, so we got Bo Bichette leading off tonight. Semien second, Vlad third, T.O., Lourdes, then Kurt Grichuk, Kevin Smith's batting third, and then Espinal, who I like, batting 9th. All right, so first base, if you're looking at through ownership, our cheat sheets can tell us lean toward Luke Voigt on DK, and then lean toward Luke Voigt on FanDuel. Yeah, so it's pretty easy. You're gonna roll Voigt in cash, pretty much on both GBPs, and you want to roll the big guys: Freeman, Guerrero, Cron, so on. All right, second base. Our cheat sheet for our YIC cheat sheet is showing us ownership-wise. We're looking at 2 guys in DK. Marcus Semien, he's actually dropped below 5K now. So Semien at 4.9. Tommy La Stella at, so this is interesting. Tommy La Stella is only 2.4 for the Giants, and he's looking at like 12% ownership. So that's kind of interesting to me. Is the Giants lineup out? Of course, it's not out yet, right? So we'll see where La Stella, and I'm a La Stella guy, so I have no problem playing Tommy La Stella. But their lineup isn't out yet, right? The Padres just came out, and then the A's, no. So La Stella is catching some love on DK with Semien. FanDuel, it's all about Brendan Rodgers at 40. He's only 3,300 on FanDuel. So if you're playing FanDuel, you probably want to lock in probably Brendan Rodgers on DK. If I had the money didn't matter. I like Ozzie Albies. He's still crushing. He's hit 3 turnovers last week. He's facing a lefty. We know Albies is much better, power hitting better against lefties. Aiken is a gas can. Well, 309 WOBA, 331 batting average lefties. Max Muncy's up there. If Muncy makes the Dodgers starting lineup. But I'm probably going to roll. Well, you got Rodgers, and I know. So I see Garrett Hampson is only 3.3. So the way laps I've been making earlier, if I want to get Voigt, it's probably I'm pretty much laying on Garrett Hampson at 3.3 as my second baseman. I do like Jorge Polanco, the best out of all these guys in value. but he's just with the way my labs are running. I was falling like $200 short for Polanco, but Polanco is definitely in play, leading off tonight against the lefty. He's a switch hitter. It's a lefty Cortez. Polanco's 9 for 20 in his last 4 games. 2 doubles, 7 RBIs, and his price still hasn't moved. Still sitting at 3.5. You have the money, you play Polanco. If you don't, you need a couple $100. I have no problem going to Hampson. He's low in the order at bat 8th, but once again, it's in Coors against Tyler Gilbert. Hampson definitely hits lefties. If you see his splits, they're big time. So I'm probably going to roll in Garrett Hampson. But Brendan Rodgers also, of course, in play plays 4-6. Third base. Our cheat sheet is telling us projection-wise, ownership-wise, is Rogue Odor. Is looking at the heaviest owned at 17%. Where's Donaldson tonight? Where's he batting? Batting third. So Odor's highest ownership on DK, highest also on FanDuel also. He's only 2.8 on FanDuel, 3K on DK. I don't mind him batting 6. It's lefty on lefty, but actually Rogue Odor is a better reverse splits hitter than he is against righties. So I see where that's coming from. All season he's been hitting 241 ISO on the reverse split. So against Charlie Barnes, who's young, a gas can. So no problem. I would probably end up rolling though Donaldson. I'm not a Donaldson guy anymore, but when Josh Donaldson is only 3.5, batting third against Nestor Cortez, you pretty much almost have to lock in cash. To me, lock in Donaldson. If you pay up, I still think J-Ram is really hitting the ball right now, showing that power, speed, stroke. He's got 27 homers, 14 steals. Getting a lefty, he can definitely crush tonight. I mean, righty. He's going up against Jamie Bria. I don't know why I said lefty, but Bria is a righty. I like the Indians a lot as a sneaky stack tonight. So I wrote it up in my article. Ramirez, Reyes, Bradley Zimmer, all these guys can definitely rock against a guy like Jose Bria. Bradley Zimmer is a lefty, definitely. Even Rosario. So if you don't want to run J-Ram, Rafael Devers is always in play, especially against a lefty guy like Dane Dunning. You can definitely run Devers. He's not hitting like he was in April and May, but still, you look at his splits. He's batting second tonight. They keep messing with their lineups. And Devers batting second, Bogart's third, Schwarber cleanup, and JD batting fifth, with Kiki leading off. So, but I don't mind Devers at all. I've been third, but I'm probably going to end up with a guy like Donaldson. I don't hate it, but probably the top play. When you get a guy against Donaldson at 3.5 against a lefty, you probably play him. And I need to mention Austin Riley. Austin Riley's become like one of the best hitting third baseman in the league. He hits every damn night. He's kind of selling that cleanup spot. Keegan Aiken sucks. Gas can. Riley's righty. So you can also play Austin Riley. All right, now we go to shortstop. The big question is going to be, who are you going to run? You're going to run Tatis or are you going to run Trevor Story? Our projections right now, your Field's Choice is showing you on FanDuel Story by quite a bit, 21%. Because Tatis, he's only 4,500 on FanDuel. He's $300 more than Story. On DK, Tatis is still looking at the highest ownership, but then you got Story and then Marcus Semien. Me personally, probably leaning Story in Coors. Remember, you can also use Tatis now in the outfield on DK. So you can probably get both of them in your lineup if you end up running a cheaper pitcher like Blake Snell. But Trevor Story, he's home at Coors against the lefty like Tyler Gilbert. He's now hitting 333 with 4 homers over his last 20 games. Smash play. Tatis, matchup proof, play him. Anybody else? On one other name I like is Nicky Ahmed. Nicky Ahmed should be leading off tonight for Arizona I'm a huge Nicky Ahmed fan. But he's going up against the lefty. He's usually batting first, and he's only 3-2. I love Nicky Ahmed at 3-2. So yes, Story and Tatis are to play, but make it one one lineup. Get Nicky Ahmed in Coors in your lineup. Kyle Farmer is always in play. Well, he's still below 4K. Farmer's become he's batting fifth tonight. He's become actually one of the best hitters. He's also best hit shortstops in all MLB. He's third. He's third in WOBA, second in slugging right now in shortstop since ASB. So Farmer's in play. But I'd rank him Story, Tatis, and then definitely Nicky Ahmed as my third guy because he's leading off in course against a lefty. I love Nicky Ahmed against lefties. Chris Duffy, you asked about Velasquez, my Bronx boy, Andrew Velasquez. He's batting. What do you mean? Yeah, he's batting eighth. Is Velasquez chasing at second? Make your question clear, Chris. If you're talking about Velasquez, I love Velasquez. He's a switch hitter in the Bronx. He's a Bronx kid. We saw him hit a huge hit the other day against the Red Sox. But at 2K, I had no problem running Andy Velasquez against Charlie Barnes. No problem at all. I probably should have brought him up a second. All right, outfield. There's so many outfielders we can talk about. Looking at the cheat sheet, is there anybody that's running away with like you have to have? I mean, Aaron Judge is going to be really popular. Teo Hernandez. I think Teo Hernandez is probably the best play on the slate. He's only 5K on DK, 3.8 on FanDuel. They're my favorite. I like Tyler Naquin because he's really cheap. Giancarlo Stanton, locked in right now. You play Giancarlo Stanton when he's locked in. He's locked in. He's got now hits, and he's got a second home run in 3 games. He's got a 9-game hit streak. Hit 306 in August. Stanton's locked in. Up top, Ohtani, of course. You can play Ohtani. He's a tough one-off tonight. He's expensive. Tatis, same way. Aaron Judge hitting 320 last week and play. Teo Hernandez. I said Teo Hernandez is the hottest hitter in baseball right now. He gets an elite ready versus lefty matchup against Alexander. He's home in 4 straight games, hitting 550 over the last week. Teo's in play. I'm a huge Ketel Marte fan. He's in course tonight, so I'll have Ketel Marte in some lineup somewhere. Connor Joe. He's no longer in a 2K range, but he's still 3-4. He's in play. I'm a huge Tyler O'Neill fan for the Cardinals. Is O'Neill at a starting lineup? It's got to be, right? He should be batting clean up against Mitch Keller. But I like O'Neill. I love Tyler Naquin's price. Bunch of ways you can go. But I'm a huge if I'm going to rank him, I'd love Ketel Marte tonight, Stanton, Teo, Judge. There's so many ways you can go, man. And outfield out, you can't be wrong. J-Up's not playing tonight. Upton was popular. He's not playing. He scratched Jorge Soler. He's a sneaky play, I guess, tonight also. But I was sticking with my guys like Teo, and then all the way down to a bottom feeder guy like Tyler Naquin. As long as Naquin's batting second, right? Naquin's batting second after India before Nicky Castellanos. All right, so that's outfield. What we got left? Right now, if we're looking at a core, for me, man, I'm not good at cores, but right now, if I had to throw a core together, I'd probably look at Robbie Ray, Story, Judge or Stanton, and if you can get Tyler Naquin, so it's cheap, you can probably get up to where you want. Probably Luke Voigt at first, I guess. So it'll be I'll update on my top plays. It'll be in the premium room tonight. Stacks. Like I said, my GBP article today. I have my 2 favorite beside cores. My 2 favorite stacks is the Braves going up against Keegan Aiken. He's now allowed 3 runs. Now Aiken is now winless in 19 games, 12 starts, and he's probably gonna hit 20 games tonight against the Braves. He hasn't gone more than 4 innings in any of his last 9 starts. and they have the worst bullpen in baseball. So load up on Ozzie, Zelaire, Riley, Dansby, and then you can even run Freddie. It's lefty versus lefty, but you can still run Freddie against Aiken. Against Aiken, I mean. My other stack is Indians tonight. JD Berea. He just hasn't been. He hasn't been the pitcher he's been in. He was in 2020. He was good in 2020. He's kind of like right now. He is last start. Astros beat him up pretty good. 3 runs and 7 hits and 1 walk. Only struck out 1 guy. Extra at 597. 11.3 strikeout rate. Terrible. He's not missing bats. He's getting hit hard. 55% hard contact. So got the Indians at home tonight in Progressive Field. Right now, I have Progressive Field as my rankings, especially I use ballparkpal.com. They've actually dropped. Okay. Earlier this morning we had Progressive Field as one of our top parks. But actually Great American Ballpark is ranked 1 right now. Then Coors, then American Family Field, and Milwaukee 3rd. But I like Cleveland still. Millette Court, J Ram, Brand Mill, Wilson Ramos. You always like to play a guy like Wilson Ramos when he's going up against righty. And then he's a righty and righty hitter. And then of course Bradley Zimmer. All right, that's my stacks. Christoph said, I just meant for using him, we are chasing the last 2. Oh, the last 2 games. Yeah. This Velasquez is. If you watched that, we watched that game yesterday, the doubleheader game. So that was Wednesday, I guess, against the Red Sox. Velasquez, he's a hell of a hitter. You said he's a Bronx kid with the Fordham Prep. And no problem playing Andy Velasquez. Even though bat 8th at 2K, I should be playing him more actually. But I don't think you're chasing Velasquez. All right. What else we have? We have Price Picks. You guys play Price Picks? Price Picks is available in your state. I got 3 or 4 plays right now that I like. I'm going to throw it out to you guys. If you haven't played it, go to code YFC. Yeah, sign up code YFC. Who do I like? I take Tio over. Definitely Tio over. I think it's 7.5. Let me pull it up here. I'm going to give you a bunch of them. I like Austin Riley over 1.5 hits and walks. Goldschmidt over 1.5 hits or walks. Batting second. I like Goldschmidt a lot tonight. What else do I have? Caprillion over 4.5 strikeouts. Take that. I have Chris Sale over 37 fantasy points. Bueller over 7 strikeouts. Max Fried. I like the Max Fried call a lot. What's Fried's Ks? Over 5.5 Ks. That's probably my favorite. Fried over 5.5 Ks. And then Freddie over 1.5 total bases. So there's a bunch you can go. I'd probably take McCullers over 6.5 Ks if he's still at 6.5. I'd probably take that over too. Good night for Prize Picks, actually. If you can play it in your state, try Prize Picks. A lot of people we know are crushing it. Roll with it. One other name I didn't mention in DK and the outfield is Adam Duvall at 4.6. I like Duvall a lot tonight. Going up against Sonny Gray, so I'm not on Gray Cash. Wait, Duvall's not even playing now. I look like an asshole right now. So, no, wait, hold on. I'm looking at the Marlins lineup. I'm still thinking Duvall's with the Marlins. Sorry. So Keegan Aiken against Duvall, righty on lefty. Yes, that's the note I had. Duvall at 4.6 against lefty. I'm looking at the Marlins lineup. So he's gonna be low owned, bat behind Denard in front of Heredia for the Braves. Aiken's a gas can. Don't sleep on Adam Duvall tonight at 4.6 against Keegan Aiken. Sneaky play. Sorry about that if I confused you. All right, I think that's it. Any questions? If not, 6:40. We still have 20 minutes to lock. I got a lot to do here. I got some big slate laps to make. If you guys have any questions, thank you, Mickey, my producer. Thanks a lot. Mickey's back. Next show, Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern. It's going to be WNBA MLB combo show. Saturday night, Monday night, Pac-12 college football preview with me and Walter Riddell. Tuesday, MLB. Wednesday, Canadian football. Thursday, college football preview for week 0 next Saturday. All right, that's it. Thank you guys. Good luck. We are out of here. Peace.